Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. First down, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Throwing again, Murray. Green brings it in.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
Really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning. Playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Murray now. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken around the 12. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Murray now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Over the middle, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the...
Touchdown! A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They run it with Carson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks will have the football to as this is taken up past the 30. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll field this at the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Murray now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, it's Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Carson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On second and goal, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw again is Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for second down. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Back to throw it. Murray. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Murray letting one go deep for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they take a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. And you talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Arizona, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles